Shakti from Gandhinagar. He is doing a very, very important role, which is to pump money into the airline sector. Aircraft आजकल कोई खरीदता नहीं है, सब रेंट पे आता है. ठीक है. So my request would be, what we can do is we'll just go one by one across all the eminent panelists and just talk about the biggest opportunities, growth opportunities that you see in your sector. So maybe we can start with Bade Sharma ji, then we'll start with Chote Sharma.
Don't say Chote Bade. I look grown up in age, but I'm not. So I'm quick introduction. I'm from Gift City IFSCA. I'm not from aviation sector, but as Ambarji rightly mentioned that I plug into the aviation supply chain more from the financing side. And just to give you a context, IFSC is a international financial center. इंडिया का अब तक हम लोग जितने भी फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज लेते थे, ऑल दी सर्विसेज टू कम फ्रॉम हांगकांग, दुबई. वेदर लोन लेना है, आप लोग अगर गोल्ड खरीदते हैं तो गोल्ड का प्राइसिंग लंदन में सेट होता है. आप प्लेन लेते हैं तो प्लेन कम्स फ्रॉम डबलिन, आयरलैंड, फिनेंसिंग वहाँ से होता है. आप लोग अगर अपना इंश्योरेंस लेते हैं, इंश्योरेंस बाहर जाके री इंश्योरेंस होता है. वट गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इज ट्राइंग टू डू, they are saying that India right now is the fifth largest, knocking on the door of being third largest economy, and Goldman is saying that will become the second largest in either 2070 or somewhere around that time. By that time हम $52 trillion की इकोनॉमी हो जाएंगे. अभी हम $2.5-3 trillion की इकोनॉमी है. Right now we are dependent on other financial center. I don't think India can become that kind of a power in the world unless it has a control on the financial muscles, and that is where international financial service centers come into the picture. What we are trying to do, we are saying that we are a regulator, just like RBI, but we are a unified regulator. And what we do, we formulate the regulation, but we also develop the industry. So while we are bringing the banks and core industry, insurance and everything, but what we are also looking at, what else does India need? So idea is that whatever belongs to India, but it has gone outside India, we are trying to bring it back into IFSC. And airline fits into that because, as we said, that all of our aircrafts, they are being leased from Dublin. I think problems that we are looking at right now, we are seeing that which kind of aircraft are coming from there. The aircraft that are coming as a commercial aircraft. But what is the state of general aviation? Can general aviation be supported? And what we are trying to do is that we are trying to create a leasing ecosystem within GIFT IFSC. But this ecosystem is coming is we are trying to invite the foreign lessors into the city, and they can finance and lease the assets from GIFT City into India. But we are also looking at Indian entrepreneurs, and we are encouraging Indian entrepreneurs to establish in GIFT City. As of today, 22 leasing companies have established. Willis Lease from US established its leasing engines to Air India. Airlines are taking leases, but right now yet the commercial aircraft, the narrow body, the wide body, they are still pending. But turbo ATRs, they have also been leased. But the good story is that helicopters and the corporate jets, which were never leased, they never had the financing, it is happening on GIFT IFSC. I think the biggest opportunity, as you say, right now is to develop GIFT IFSC into a financial muscle and to become independent in how we are becoming financial muscle when our aviation ecosystem grows, and GIFT IFSC should grow hand in hand, and we should have the negotiating power in our hand. If you would have seen the recently Ukraine-Russia war के अंदर Europe actually boycotted Russia, and they said give out all your assets because you are not Atmanirbhar. What we are trying to do, we are trying to bring the Atmanirbharta back into India. So one is the opportunity is Atmanirbharta, other is that leasing from ecosystem. So I'll take a pause here.
Oh, fantastic, very, very encouraging. And this is a very important point which you mentioned. Tomorrow in case of a war, somebody may just pressurize India by saying कि सारा Indigo या Air India को ground कर दो, because these are our aircraft. So we want to bring the ownership back to India. This is a very noble work that you and your team are doing. Okay, from there we move to the maintenance side, because for efficient usage of aircraft, they have to be tip top. And one person, please give a big round of applause to Udak Singh sir. He's someone who's been struggling for, I don't know, 20 years plus probably. And so many policy changes and reforms that have happened because of Ulagda and his team relentlessly approaching MOCA and Finance Ministry, and so many presentations that I've seen them doing it and not giving up. दादा आपसे पहले वो दो opportunity बताइए, growth opportunity in the MRO sector.
Thank you for the wonderful introduction. I am also thankful to PhD Chamber of Commerce for giving me an opportunity. As I see today, the Indian MRO industry will grow at the same speed as the airlines are ordering hundreds of aircraft, and there is a very big growth opportunity for the MRO industry in India, and you must have read in the newspapers that foreign MROs and OEMs are looking to set up MROs here, by which we will be having lots of employment. We used to earlier lose our working staff to the Middle East primarily, but I see young faces here, and I understand from the industry inputs that many of the youngsters want to come into the aviation field, not only in your becoming a pilot or a ground staff, but they are looking at engineering itself. And one of your earlier organization, Rajiv Gandhi Aviation University, has done some work on this field. As I said, the exponential growth of the Indian commercial aviation industry over the 10 years at least will be very, very high. I now rest my case and give it back to you.
Just add a little on military MRO also, because that's another area you've been pushing very hard.
See, the government of India, under the Civil Aviation Ministry, you were one of the players there, the Joint Secretary, when you were there. And prior to that, there is a civil-military cooperation program between civil aviation and military aviation. And this has really started